So I want to preface this by saying that when I had the Bucks versus Lakers video that I did in the past, the reason I had that was because I had the Milwaukee Bucks making the finals to coincide with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Okay? And I already knew that the Buccaneers were already going to go to the Super Bowl at that particular time that I made the video. And I bet I could find actual documentation screenshots of me saying that Brady would be in the Super. No, there is documentation because I didn't even have Brady making the Super Bowl his final year with the Patriots. I had him being booted out prior to even making the Super Bowl. I had him being booted out actually in round one. I actually predicted that. Okay? In round one, I actually predicted that Brady would be booted out and that there would be a Mahomes versus Deshaun Watson rematch. That's also documented as well, along with predicting that the 49ers would make it and lose all in that one playoffs. Okay? All in that one playoffs, I made all those predictions. That's documented. Okay? So, my track record speaks for itself, so I don't even have to prove that. Okay? So this is why one of the primary reasons that I had the Milwaukee Bucks making the finals was to coincide with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Okay? And it's not a coincidence, because the code that I was talking about, connecting it to the Bucks, the 37 code and the 7 code, all that carried over to this year. Okay, and I would say that the 37 code I even spoke about in that video, it was more prominent in this playoffs than last year. And to prove that I was correct in that regard, the Bucks head coach head into the finals with a record, with a 37 loss record. Okay, he had 37 losses in the finals at the beginning. Okay, thus proving that 37 connection to be legitimate. The fact that connection is there. Okay, along with the 7 code. Okay, because it makes sense, because you have 2021, right? Brady won his seventh ring, which, I did not expect that. At the time, I did not know whether Brady was going to win or lose. My assumption was that he was going to lose, but now that I see the numerology, right? Now that we have the information, he got his 7th ring in 2021. 3 times 7 is 21. The 37 code, 3 times 7 is 21. Okay? So, yeah, it's no coincidence that 37 is more prominent this year. Alright, so, yeah. Okay, so yeah, and the Bucks, the thing with the Bucks is interesting is that their finals record could be 2-1. Could be 2-1 in the year 2021. Okay? So yeah, let that be noted and understood, okay? You got the 7 code and the 37 code actually went back to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers that I spoke about in the video. Okay? Because I was trying to connect that finals with that Super Bowl 2021, and that was my mistake. Okay, because I'm not perfect when it comes to decoding. This is a learning process. This is a very difficult process. And I've been doing masterful work. In regards to actually predicting the top 3 Copa America in 30 minutes of decoding. I managed to predict the top 3 teams for Copa America. Okay, I want to see if anybody else had that documented. Okay, the top 3 teams. All right. So, yeah, just let that be noted and understood. Okay, because yeah, I had the Bucks winning in 2020 to go 2-1 to coincide with the 37 code. Okay, and now let's get to this finals, right? So yeah, we touched on the 1993 connection with the Montreal Canadiens, right? They won that year, 1993, but then they lost. They lost, but now we see Argentina, 1993, Copa America this year, they won again. So they repeated. History repeated itself. What else? There was another connection. Right? So the Suns, right? The Suns, they made the NBA Finals in 1993. Okay? So when we deal with the Suns, yeah, when we deal with the Suns, it's very interesting how I think it was the Tampa Bay Lightning who were the ones that defeated the Montreal Canadiens. They went 3-0. So if the Suns were to lose, they would be 0-3. They would have an 0-3 record, right? So let's turn to, let's see, because I predicted that it would be the series would be tied up 2-2. Okay, so this is how I see it playing out, right? Because this was a tough prediction. See, everything did carry over, but of course you still have to do some work on top of that to, you have to kind of adjust some things, because it didn't go according to plan, so I still have to find it. Okay? But still, I was on the right track even when I made that Bucks prediction. Okay? I was on the right track. I was just ahead of everybody else. Okay? All right. So when we deal with, this is the 75th NBA Finals. Okay, that's very interesting, right? And the Bucks currently have 75. What was it? 75 wins against the Suns. If they were to win 2 more, that would be 77. Completing the 7-7 code, which is very interesting because that's something that's very significant. Okay? And Giannis had an injury, like I spoke about last year, where Giannis he got booted out because he got injured. Okay, you can go back to that video where I mentioned in the playoffs where he got injured, and that ended up being predictive programming because he got booted out based off of what I said. Okay, the connection that I laid out in that video. Okay, he got booted off based off that. Okay, and then so when Giannis, what happened to his leg? It was against the Hawks, right, where he got injured. The score for that was 52-62. So that tells me, first of all, 52 equals prophecy. 52 equals prophecy. 62 would be the amount of wins that the Milwaukee would have once it's all said and done. And they got that against the Atlanta Hawks. The Atlanta Hawks equals 131, which equals championship. Okay? So basically, see, I'm still trying to decode things, but from what I see, I could see Milwaukee possibly winning game, what was it, game 5? I could see that happening. If they don't, then it's going to go 7 games, okay? So when we look into the Bucks, let's see. Okay, so the playoff record that they have right now is, what is it? It's 14. What is it? 14 and 6, 14 and 5. It's 14 and 7, right? Is their playoff record 14 and 7? Right? 12. Yeah, 14, 7. Okay, so yeah, the playoff record is 14 and 7. I'm going to wrap it up right here. So in game 7, if they win, right, 16, they'll be 16 and 8 once they win. So that would be Queen Elizabeth II in numerology equals 168. That's very significant because when we look into the Milwaukee Bucks, let's see, there was the connection. Like, we have to understand that the connection with, what was it? The 99 connection, right? So Queen Elizabeth II's husband died at the age of 99. And Queen Elizabeth II is age 96. Okay? Age 96. So once it's all said and done, the Milwaukee Bucks would have 62 wins and 34 losses. 62, 34. That's 96. A sum total of 96. So that would be the 96th game. And the Bucks would be 62 to 34, and their playoff record would be 16 and 8, thus concluding it would be 168. Queen Elizabeth II equals 168. And 62, there's a NASA connection as well, because there's a playoff game that's being played on the date of the moon landing, July 20th. Okay? And so July 20th, and NASA is 62 years old. So if Milwaukee won, they would be 62 wins, just like the age of NASA. Okay, because they have the moon land. They have a moon landing as game 6. They have the moon landing there. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Like, subscribe. I have the Bucks winning. Yeah, if I had to, I have the Bucks winning. But this is the situation. The fact that the Bucks made the finals already proves what I said in my Lakers video versus Bucks. This already proves everything. Okay, that the Bucks and the Buccaneers making the finals would coincide with each other. So I'm already right in that regard. We'll see if it will come to pass. Otherwise, it doesn't discredit anything else that's stated. Bye.